So yeah, the past is now the present. And I am confused. So yeah, this series was this. I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it because this looks weird. Weird in the best way. I'm like, why is it 8 o'clock? Why are 3 people looking away from it? I don't know. But when I saw it and saw what it was about, I was like, okay, this is interesting. I don't know what this is, but this is interesting. I would like to know what this is. See, like, what this is about and, like, what, in general, I'm not repeating myself. But it's the general idea of, like, I would like to know what, like, I'm looking at because this looks interesting. And I like the whole mechanic of it. If I'm correct. Yeah. About being, like, jumping into the past through photos, I think is interesting. And overall, like, a fun idea. I also like the idea, because this is, like, this thing where, like, if you have... actually, I will leave that later. But, like, I like the idea of, like, the sort of powers is really interesting. And learning development and learning how, like, hard it is really interesting overall. Definitely through some of the stories, I find really fun and sad and depressing because it's like you can't change the past always, and I really like that. The one thing I also do like about this is I watched season 1 not knowing that this is season 2, so I was caught off guard where season 2 ended. 1, this guy gets shot, and 2, they finally say, like, oh, by the way, there's this villain. Because there's this person who was in, like, the first episode and then brought back later. And then she dies out of her control. And it's so effed up how they do it. Because from the outside perspective, it's so miserable. And it's like, but in reality, it is so much more. It is so traumatic. And, like, what is this? I'm not going to talk about season 2, but it's so effed up what they do. But yeah, it is really dark. But most of the points I want to talk about are in season 2. This just looks like a detective stuff, and it's really good for that. And it's not as dark until, like, the end bit. But I really do like this. So I hope you enjoyed, and good night.